Okay, Chris, first of all, we have to congratulate you. You have decided to stay another year in Borås. Tell us why.
First of all, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. I've always liked it here. I mean, since I've been here, since I got here in 2010, I've always felt, a family presence. That just, the organization is great. Even when we were, at the bottom of the league, we were still so positive, and that was really important to me. Just coming in, Jonas has done a great job. With the whole organization from top to bottom is just like a big family, and that to me that's important. I mean, because that's what I've been used to, and that's what I've been brought up on. And I like it here, and the club's great, the guys here are great, the city's great, and we're doing something really special here.
And it also feels like the fans have taken you to your heart, to their heart.
Yeah. I enjoy the fans. I try to make it as entertaining as I can. I've always been, a guy that plays with a lot of emotion, and beating on my chest, yelling and screaming, trying to get the crowd into it, because when you got a crowd like ours, sometimes 2,000 plus, and you get them behind you, it's an amazing feeling, and and winning on top of that just makes it even better.
This will be your 5th season in Borås. Did you even think yourself that you was going to stay so long?
No, to be honest, I didn't. I did not know what the future held for me, but I'm very happy with my decision. Every season, I feel as though I've gotten better as a player. The club's gotten better as a whole, and right now the sky's the limit for us. Right now we're having the best season that we've had since I've been here. So it's great. There's no other word for me to explain it with, but it's an awesome feeling.
You had a good game against LF up in Luleå. Now it's time for the next game. It's Sundsvall here at home. What can we say about Sundsvall?
They're a good team. Been up and down a little bit during the season, but you can't take them lightly. They got a good coach, and the players. They work hard. From top to bottom, and it's going to be tough for us because they played us really hard the last game here. I believe only won by 4 or 6 points. So we've got to be at the top of our game, and if we play like we did in LF, and we're talking and communicating on defense, then we're going to be tough to beat here. Sometimes we lack that, and sometimes we're missing that at times, and I take responsibility for that. So just got to make sure the guys are ready, and we're prepared for the fight, because that's exactly what it's going to be on Sunday.
Soon it's the playoffs also. Do you have that in mind now when you're playing, or is it just the game against Sundsvall that matters?
We really just try to take it one game at a time, and right now it's about Sundsvall. The closer we get to the end of the season, and after our last game against Sunday here at home on the 21st, then we'll really focus on the playoffs. But for right now, Sundsvall is the next task at hand.
What is going to be the key, you think, in that game for Borås to win?
Defense. They have a lot of guys that are able to shoot outside, and they got good rebounders, and inside game is very solid. So we've got to play an all-around game for us to win. But I believe, like I said, if we play defense, and we're talking and we're communicating and helping each other out and making sure everybody's on point and we're together, then like I said, we're going to be tough to beat here, and I believe we can take it home.
So let's look forward now to the game on Sunday.
That's right.